And so the big difference is you have something called declarative versus procedural knowledge. And so there's two types of learning, and this is actually formal. This is from academia. So you have declarative knowledge, which is knowing about something. So if you go memorize a fact or you learn how private equity works, right? This is knowing about. The other type of knowledge is procedural, which is knowing how to. And so a lot of people mistake declarative knowledge for procedural. And so they mistakenly think that if they watch 10 videos on doing a private equity deal, that it means they understand how to do a private equity deal. Or they watch 10 videos on cold outbound and they think it means they understand how to do cold outbound. Or 10 videos on sales and so forth. But you're never really going to learn how to do it until you do it. And so you're going to learn more from your first 100 cold calls, your 100 cold knock on doors, than you will from 100 books or videos that you watch. But I have good news. Nothing hard lasts forever. There's only 3 things that can happen. You either quit, it gets easier, or you get better. So no matter what, it always ends. You only lose when you quit before you see it all the way through. And I think that's incredibly encouraging. So no matter how hard whatever it is that you're doing is, which by the way just means that your expectation doesn't match reality, but no matter how hard it is, you either quit, it gets easier because something changes externally, or you get harder, something changes internally. But no matter what, it will end. Think about it like you're mining for gold, right? You're chiseling away underground and you've got this pile of gold. You don't know how far away it is, but it's underground and you're digging towards it. This difficulty of swinging the pickaxe can end when, one, you walk out of the mine and say, you know what? Marketing doesn't work. Sure. The second is that all of a sudden you hit a soft patch and then you're like, oh my God, I'm digging so much faster now. This is great. And then you get to the gold. Or you just start swinging the axe harder because you get more muscled, you get more efficient with your movements, and you just keep chiseling away, even if it goes from dirt to rock. You just keep chiseling away at a slower pace, but you eventually break through and get there. But in all 3 of those scenarios, hard doesn't last forever. And so I'll give you a little rule of thumb that I've seen on how do I do more of what's working, right? How do I keep going? When it's easy, do more. When it's hard, do different. And so I told this story years ago, and I'll tell you guys again. So when Gym Launch just barely started to work, all right? So I'm like 3 months into Gym Launch working. Guess what brilliant Alex thought he should do? So I went to this meetup of 10 entrepreneurs